Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. For your plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to go.
Today, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the New Orleans Saints. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now back to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
The pass thrown away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make the play.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah. How
does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
The throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st and 10.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They go play action here on 1st down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's It's a pick.
The numbers for Thomas from last week's effort. 6 catches, 101 yards, and a score.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Buying time is left. And a catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. On first down, Murray. And only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27.
Latavius Murray, the ball
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. The 40, the 30, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Murray. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
At their own 20-yard line.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
22 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and inches. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
44-yard line.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
He was brought down by...
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
He was brought down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
On first down. He'll drop to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got this down to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
First down, Dolphins.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
And our attention here turns to Latavius Murray. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit. Maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the toss, this is Murray running right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here. Out of the gun. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, Murray. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll drop to throw. Got him in. They find Sanders. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Jerome Baker.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
In on the tackle, Jalen Reeves-Maybin.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6.
6 yards left on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Latavius Murray. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range. Yeah,
you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. They'll throw now on the final play. Check down to Breida. So we have reached halftime with it. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Dolphins 14, Saints 7.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Is Murray the ball carrier.
And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Chase on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. McKinnon here, it's complete. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Murray, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Again, it's Murray. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the end around, this is Thomas. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. and that trend is continuing here.
Second and long. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. There, and now it brings up fourth. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll begin the drive with Breda. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. David Onyemata there on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Tight end Gesicki, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back to throw now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Out of the gun now on third down. That'll be complete to Breda. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Miami. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is fielded inside the 5. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Quick slant there gets him the first down. 6 yards on the play.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to drop this one down for Murray. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Murray. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. So tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll look to throw here. Right side open is Gesicki. 30, 20, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
They're on 20-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Akeem Spence coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
On first down, here's Breida. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run again with Breida. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins take advantage of the turnover and put up 6.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints again ready to go on offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Left side here to Sanders. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver, Really good completion.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Josh Hill.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Hill, the intended receiver once again, and it's 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of